We have learned that Secretary of State and National Security Advisor Marco Rubio did provide information to the Gang of 8 congressional leaders before the strikes. For more on the reaction from lawmakers in Washington, we are now joined on the phone by CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nikole, tell us a bit about the reaction that we're seeing from Capitol Hill.
Well, we are seeing reaction really along party lines, which is what we often see in these situations. Obviously, we have a number. We know, I should start off by saying we know that congressional leaders, more specifically the Gang of 8, was briefed earlier this morning by Secretary of State Marco Rubio on these operations before they took place. They were also briefed earlier in the week as well about the potential for military action. That being said, though, the reaction we're seeing is really coming down on party lines, with Republicans largely praising the U.S.'s actions here and the president's actions here as bold and decisive, but many Democrats more cautious in their language, saying that they believe that this requires congressional authorization. You know, if it's an act of war, it requires congressional authorization. And so along those lines, for instance, we saw a statement from Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who noted that House Democrats next week will be forcing a vote on a war powers resolution. This is something that was put forth by Congressman Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California, and a Republican, Tom Massey of Kentucky. This was something they actually wanted to do this past week, but they couldn't because of the State of the Union and the weather. There was a day where, Congress was delayed in getting back because of that massive winter storm. So they weren't able to bring it up last week, but they still intend to do so next week. And this, of course, would be a resolution barring further U.S. military engagement and action in Iran. And part of the reason, obviously, they wanted to do it this week was they wanted to get ahead of the president if he were to move forward with any type of military action. Obviously, that is no longer the case. But that certainly remains the concern of many Democrats going forward, that they now want the administration to provide a full briefing, and many Republicans do as well. Leader Soon, for instance, in his statement did say that he hopes the administration will further brief senators and members of Congress.
Thank you
that
so
appears
much.
to be the next step.
Nikole, thank you so much with that reporting from Washington.